Welcome to the unboxing video for UFO-Sense by UFO-Track. In this video, we will talk about how to set up the UFO-Sense unit and what you need to know before you do it. First off, you will need your Wi-Fi name and password to connect to the unit to your Wi-Fi so it can send you the text messages. This Wi-Fi connection runs on 2.4 gigahertz only. This is important because the electronic chip that runs the device only works at 2.4 gigahertz. Most routers will take care of this automatically, but sometimes you'll have a couple of Wi-Fi names to choose from, and they will designate which one is 2.4 and which one is 5. Be sure to write down the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi name. Now, Wi-Fi names and passwords are case sensitive, so be sure to copy these down exactly as is on your system. Next, you'll need the cell phone number that will receive the alerts. Since UFO-Track is a worldwide system, you'll have to put down the country code in there. So like for the United States, it's +1 and your phone number. Let's say your phone number was 555-777-8888. So you would enter +1 555-777-8888. Other countries, you'll have a different country code. You also need your latitude and longitude of where the alerts will show on the map. This is to allow everybody in your area to get the alerts accurately. We're trying to protect privacy though, so choose a location a little bit away from your home, but within a mile of it or so. Choose a park or an intersection nearby. But whatever latitude and longitude you put in there, it will show on the sightings.ufo-track.com map. We want it close to where you have the device for accuracy, but we don't need the location to be exactly on your actual home. We actually randomize your location slightly when we send an alert, and this will also protect your exact location. Okay, now that you're armed with all the necessary information, today we're going to do the unboxing and setup for the UFO-Sense by UFO-Track. Comes in a box. Has an instruction sheet that we will be going through during the setup. Fairly straightforward instructions. The unit comes in a package to protect it a little bit. The UFO-Sense cover has UFO-Sense written on it, and on the very bottom it has the help URL so you can jump right to that web page for more help. Just built right on. So let's see, take the rubber band off the cords. It has a USB cable and plug-in built right into it for convenience. Okay, so once you have it unpacked, the instructions start with collecting some information you need. Okay, so first thing we do is put it into a special setup mode. What you do is you plug it in, listen for the beeps. There are two special beeps. Okay. You hear a little beep, and then during the longer beep, you unplug it. And when you unplug it, during that long beep, it goes into a special setup mode the next time you plug it in. And when it's in that mode, you'll hear little chirps every 10 seconds or so. That lets you know that it's in setup mode. Everything else is done on your phone. So the next step is to go to your camera on your smartphone and scan this first QR code. When you do that, your phone will automatically connect to a very special little internet, a very special little server called UFO-Sense. You'll see it if you just watch what's going on, but you don't need to do anything. It will automatically connect, put in the password and everything. It's a connection to this device, not to the internet. And it's a very temporary, one time only during setup kind of a connection. You will see once it's connected, it'll say connected without internet, and that's okay. That's what you want. The next step, go back to your camera on your phone and scan the second QR code. Now this QR code connects your phone to a special little web page that this will serve up. That web page simply lets you enter some data, the latitude, longitude, all the data you collected earlier. Once you have all that information in there, you'll save it with the green button at the bottom. But do make sure that your Wi-Fi name and password especially are the upper and lower case have to be just right. Don't mix it up. And no spaces at the ends of those words. It's very sensitive. It won't connect if you don't have those exactly right. Within about 3 seconds, it should start beeping different because it's rebooting. Ignore the long beep this time because we're not going to be in setup mode. It's going to go into connect mode. And when it does connect, you'll hear 5 beeps in a row. It's trying to connect. Sometimes it happens real fast. That was the 5 beeps right there. So we're connected now. And it's going to be silent from here on. It's just going to be monitoring. Now, one more important thing at the bottom of the instruction sheet is how do you test this? Well, if it's silent, how do you know it's plugged in? How do you know the power's on? One thing you can do is just pick it up and you'll hear a beep. That says it's up and running and everything's okay. Now, if you want to test for a magnetic field, the Earth's magnetic field shifting a little bit, which is one of the primary sensors in this unit. The other is a gravitic acceleration kind of a sense. But it's easy to test the magnetic field with the magnet. And it's important to know when you do this. If you do a beep test, a motion test, you have 60 seconds to do a test. So then you bring the magnet near it, and it should start beeping for 30 seconds. During this time, that was my alert on my phone that you heard. I have a special tone so that I notice it for sure. You can set one on your phone probably. But after 30 seconds, the beeps will stop. If you have this in your bedroom or office, you can hear those beeps. Go outside when you hear them. It should finish in 30 seconds. Okay, now that was a test because we did it within 60 seconds after we did the bump test. If it's just sitting here for hours, days, weeks, and nothing's going on, but it's still monitoring, if you bring a magnet near it at that time, it will be a real alert. And you don't want to do a test that way. You want to make sure you do the beep first. If you're doing the test, you're the only one who gets the alert. That's really all there is to it. You just want to set it up on a solid surface, a bookshelf or something that isn't going to be bumped very often, and just let it run. Your UFO-Sense device is easy to set up. Just follow along this video or the written instructions. If you have any problems, please go to help.ufo-track.com. It has further troubleshooting instructions there. Also, due to strict texting laws, your buying the device and setting it up on the network is interpreted as giving us permission to text the number you configured the device with. We will never spam you or sell your information. If you're not already a member at patreon.com/UFO-Track, please go there and sign up. It is our main method of quickly communicating with our members. We have weekly Zoom meetings to go over the week's events and what is in the news, as well as train up people to be ready when their UFO-Sense alarms go off. It's every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Go to zoom.ufo-track.com. Thanks to you, our members, disclosure is closer than ever. So keep looking up.